Greetings, YouTube, and once again, a very happy Friday to each and every one of you. Thanks for clicking on this video. So in preparation for today, as it is Blade Day, he has returned, as the banner says at the top of the screen. I have been thinking about how cool it's going to be to see the misses in this crystal. And that might sound weird since you're targeting a champ and spending 5,000 5-star shards per crystal that you normally wouldn't spend on a basic for a 20% drop rate. We know it's 20% because in the second line of this, it says for 15,000 5-star hero crystal shards, which of course is the same price as all three of the deals today to get you the 15,000 shards for $100 American. You can purchase the Dhampir crystal, which guarantees a 5-star champion and has a 20% chance to drop a 5-star blade. So, of course, in a perfect world where the RNG is consistent, and it almost never is, you'll be guaranteed a blade from 5 featured crystals. But some of you, unfortunately, will get no blades in 5. And some of you will get 3 blades in 3. Each crystal is an independent coin flip of one another, and the outcome is not affected no matter how many times you open crystals. But the way that drop rates work is that the more you open, the more you should see it reflect. This is in a very large quantity over the course of many, many crystals. And I'm curious, since I've already received so many photos and videos from summoners opening blade crystals at the time of the recording of this video, what the actual drop rate is for the summoners that send me their videos. That's also why, because people will say, well, only if you got Blade will people send you videos. So if you don't get Blade, still send the video. I still think it's really interesting. And there's a really hard chance right now for you to go like 0 for 5 on good champions. I can imagine that you're going to get yourself an Ant-Man or Colossus in there, but I saw a ton last year of She-Hulks and Spider-Gwens. Those were considered 2 of the worst misses in the crystal, and for very good reasons. But now, you might just do a fist pump if you land on a She-Hulk or a Spider-Gwen. And if you're awakening them, another fist pump. So there are just a lot of great misses, and in the past, and I am not opening these crystals obviously because I already have Blade Awakened and actually at SIG 200, but in the past, the featured crystal has also given you a chance for the new champions. This thing bypassed the normal, you have to wait X amount of months to get a shot at, say, Havoc or even Mr. Sinister. Now, I don't know if Kabam is going to allow that considering the new featured system. But if that's actually true, and you have a rare chance to get a champion that hasn't been released into the new 5-star featured crystal yet, that might be incentive to go for this, just on the chance that you get one of those champs that you normally can't get in a very long time, either from the featured or, of course, in the basic. Not sure if that's true or not. Please comment below and let me know if you had a chance to get a champion that isn't in the current featured, especially if you pull a 5-star Havoc or a 5-star Mr. Sinister. That would be crazy. But at the same time, there's a lot of good misses. I've seen people who messaged me saying, Prof, I didn't get Blade, but in my 3 crystals, I did get Stark, Spidey, and Gwenpool. And I'm like, score. Or my personal favorite, I got Blade and I got Stark, Spidey. Went from no members of the Holy Trinity to the 2 out of 3 and the 2 best ones of the 3, even though I still love me some Ghost Rider. So the question is, should you go for Blade? You will never have a chance to get a Blade this good again. You may have a chance to get Blade in a dungeon crystal, but that's at least half of what this is. 20% chance to a 10% chance. Now, of course, dungeons are quote-unquote free. It's just the time that you spent in the dungeons to collect the artifacts. But you have enough time because you have until March 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or noon Central or 1 p.m. Eastern to get your hands on that 5-star Blade crystal. And don't stop at 1. One of the biggest myths I have seen in this community, and it drives me crazy, is that you shouldn't worry about awakening your Blade. What is wrong with you people who are saying that? Blade Awakened can save you so many units on so many paths, up to about 70 to, usually mine does 71% health regeneration by just converting power. And of course, he also has power gain, like say on his special too. So you instantly, if you get power gain, that's the equivalent of getting a health regeneration boost because you just convert that power into health. Blade needs to be awakened to be at his best. And his best is still easily a top 5 champ in the game. And I think in terms of utility, especially with that refresh of regen, he's still my favorite champ to play. Even though I think I have the most fun playing with Quake or Hyperion, I get the most usage and certainly save the most units out of my Blade. And who knows what Act 6 is going to look like, and I do believe it is right around the corner in the month of March. But when Act 6 comes around, you know you're going to want to save revives and potions and units. It is what it is. So you want champs that have guaranteed regeneration. And because Blade also works so well with Stark Spidey, 2 out of 5 of your questing team will be straight bangers that will help clear a lot of content, even on the most annoying of paths, and especially if you have somebody like an Iceman to go with you for all of the really, really annoying paths that are going to kill you, especially paths that inflict poison or bleed damage, etc. So, I encourage everyone watching this, don't go for Blade just once, go for him twice, and you'll be amazed at some of the quote-unquote misses that you'll get along the way. Maybe you'll go 0 for 5. That happened quite a bit the last time I saw this, but you might still get a game-changing champion. Oh no, I missed Blade and got Omega Red. Dang it, I got a Ghost. I got a Medusa. I got a Dr. Voodoo. I awakened my Star-Lord. What a terrible day. Not. And then, of course, there's going to be a lot of videos where you get Blade and you still get 1 or 2 or 3 or even 4 of the champions I just mentioned or someone else at the top. So, nothing like showing a war defeat at the end of a video. Wah, wah. Man, and I thought we played good that war. That's too bad. Well, congrats to those of you that just beat us. It was a good war. I enjoyed it. Well, there you have it. YouTube, as the war just ended, so too is this video. Go for Blade. If you get him once, and the question is going to arise many a time, I'm just going to send the link their way. Go for him again. Even if you have to save up 2 or 3 weeks for one more shot before March 8th, it's worth the chance because you will never have as good of a drop rate chance for Blade as you do right now. Best case scenario, it's cut in half at about 10% for a crystal like the Gwenpool at the movies, 5-star crystal, or a dungeon crystal. But either way, a 1 out of 5 shot on average for drop rates is insane. There's a reason why Kabam went away from it. It's because they felt like we were guaranteeing ourselves the champion and they weren't making money off of us. And so the fact that they're bringing him back is incredible. Take advantage of it while you can. You'll be glad you did. And as always, my line app, Prof Hoff, one word. If you get Blade or you don't get Blade, I'm going to do a huge Blade compilation video probably this weekend because I'll have a lot of time off on Saturday to compile all the photos and videos. So I look forward to seeing what you get. And as always, I look forward to talking with you, and I very much appreciate your support of my Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel. I almost said chample, which is not a word. That's how you know I need to get off this video, so I'm going to end it now. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.